Salsa Latina Dance Studio Performance Art, right? Salsa dance. Was it salsa dance? There we go.
1, 2,
has been displayed not only in the chamber, but out there in the outer chamber with the delicious food from all of our restaurants here on Nassau County. And I have to say that a lot goes into it. But what I really want to say to you, there are lots of dreams in this room. And when we dream, we can make them come true. And we're going to be honoring a number of people tonight. They had a dream, and they came to America, or their families came to America to pursue that dream. My family comes from an immigrant family, and they came to America for the same thing, to make a better life for themselves and their families. And they had a dream, and their dreams came true. And that's what's here tonight. I am very proud of the Hispanic community. I had only hoped that we had done this a lot sooner than last year, but it was because I met with Pastor Derek and a few others, and I became involved with the Hispanic Pastoral Association, and it began to grow. Then I met Luis and Angel Cepeda, and you know what? I found that the Hispanic community is maybe a community of many different nations in Latin America, but let me tell you, the diversity is a tribute to this country, because without you, we are not the country that we want it to be. So I'm recognizing all of you tonight, especially those honorees who are going to be honored, and those who are participating. And I think it was great that we had members of the U.S. Army here to do the pledge, and Isabel, who goes to a school in my district, and I didn't know that until now. It really is heartwarming. And I think, you know, all of us in some way have that warmth, that love of family, that love of community, and most of all, love of country. So I say thank you for being here tonight. I thank all of the participants who brought in the food tonight and the beverages. It is a better event, but it grows with each year. And I think every member of the committee, right? I know there's Pastor Derek shaking his head, and Louise, I think you say the same thing. And where is the other? Where's Angel Cepeda? Somewhere over there. And I have to say, there were 4 members of my staff. We had Christina Brennan, Matt Fernando, yes, they're floating around, Vanessa Diaz, and of course my assistant, Elizabeth Rees. We joined together and we made this event. We're going to start planning very early because we want to continue in the fashion that we have done tonight, but make it even bigger and better each year. And so I would like to call my colleagues up here.
Usa la fuerza, tirarse estrella en la piel. Manos se eslapan con el llanto y se fue de viaje en su fe. Golpes y maltratos, palabras hirientes, mientras más la humilla, más hombre se siente, olvidando que vino de una mujer. No le maltrato se engañe, mientras matan a nuestras mujeres. Otro
cielito lindo de contrabando, de las tierras morenas, cielito lindo vienen bajando. Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Los corazones, ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Norma Gonzalez and her board for making this great event possible today. Also, I would like to congratulate the other honorees because of their amazing job that they do for represent the Latin community here in the county. And after that, I just want to say that I'm a very lucky person, because I could have made my dream come true. Since I was a kid, I always dreamed about being a soccer player. And then I worked a lot, and then I trained a lot, and I made it. So I'm a very lucky person for all. And I think a key for a person to make his dream come true is to be around people, or to be around good people, and to live in a good place too. So I think all the people that lives here, all the people that works here in the county, and the county, it's a very good place for the kids and for the people to make their dreams come true. And that's why, since I came here, I've been involved in a lot of events, for help the kids, to try to push them to reach their goals, to make their dreams come true. And now I'm very honored to be here to share this night with you guys. And I just want to say thank you and have a
Good
great
job.
Bravo.
I want to thank the organizers of the event and the leadership at the Nassau University Medical Center. He feels very honored to have been considered for this award, and he feels that it's a recognition not to just his work, but the work of all Hispanic health practitioners in the county. He says it's a distinct honor, and he feels very fortunate to be able to serve the community. Personally, I think that being in the medical field and then growing up with a physician in the house really gave me an interesting perspective into what physicians give up to be able to help their patients. And seeing him not be able to spend as much time in the household growing up was a little bit difficult, but then as you get older and going into the medical field and spending some time with him in the hospital, you see the impact that he's able to have on his patients. And especially here in Nassau, we have a very large Hispanic community, and the Hispanic community is synonymous with hard work, with integrity, with always trying to give what's best, given the fact that we all come from different parts of the world, and we all come here with a singular dream of realizing that American dream. And so seeing him in the hospital and seeing him give back to people who may not have that much, but still seeing them be able to receive quality health care, regardless of what background they come from, has always been something really inspirational. And I think that if he was here, he'd be very proud to be able to not only receive this award on his behalf, but on behalf of all physicians who give so much to the Hispanic community and really serve the people in Nassau.
Mangano for his citation, and especially Norma Gonzalez and the Nassau County Legislature. I want to thank my family, especially my wife who's here this evening. In the rock, and without her, I don't know where I'd be right now. Again, I just want to thank you. It's an honor and a privilege. And I've been in Nassau County resident for 38 years, and all my kids were raised here. So we love it here, and I think our demise will be here one day. But we love to be here. We love the changes that we've seen and the growth of the Hispanic society within the county. And again, my thanks to the president of the Long Island Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, who has been explicit in that. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. As an ex-resident of Boca Raton, Florida, I would just like to, I have friends tonight who are battling the weather, so I would like everyone to, whatever way you say prayers or say good wishes, I hope that we all collectively can send them all our good energy to go through the evening. I was born in Uruguay. I came here when I was 11 years old. Did lots of menial jobs that were, whatever was ethical, legal, and moral, I did. Became a stockbroker by doing all those menial jobs while I was still painting in the background. I didn't speak a word of English when I first got here, and I remember trying to have to figure out what everybody was doing when, I was in class. And I noticed the first day that I was there with the Pledge of Allegiance, that everybody got up and they were facing the flag, and I realized it was a serious moment. Unfortunately, I had no clue what they were saying. At that point, my teacher was kind enough to write out on an index card the word so I could at least participate. And it caught my eye that there was one word in there that was spelled exactly the same way in English as it was in Spanish. Indivisible, indivisible. Because we are really all, as a nation, as strong as our weakest link. And that's what I love about the Hispanic community and the layers that we offer and all of the volunteers that make things happen. so honored. You know, little details tell very tall stories. Your staff is amazing. The work that gets put behind to put one of these events. Luis, tireless working with the community, with the Hispanic Chamber and Hispanic businesses. I use a lot of layers in my painting because I like to think about all the layers that we bring into society. And for sure, united, we stand. So I'm grateful to be here for everything you've done and to unite the community this way. It's such a wonderful event. So thank you. From the bottom.